Greetings and salutations, good people. My name is Otis James Bush Jr. This is OJB Cooking. Today we're going to be making some good old shrimp and grits. Now, you know, that's pretty straightforward, but we're going to make ourselves a spicy, smoky raspberry reduction sauce. Say that 5 times fast. I dare you to try it. So what we're going to need? We're going to need, of course, some fresh shrimp. We're going to need some bacon to go in those shrimp and grits. We need grits, of course. Don't have that right here for whatever reason, but I have it. You're going to need it. We got ourselves some peppers and onions, frozen ones for the shrimp and grits. We'll get into a bunch of fresh ingredients for our raspberry reduction now. Let's talk about that. For the raspberry reduction, of course, you're going to need some fresh raspberries. Got a couple of different kind of peppers, Anaheim and Jalapeno. Got some apple cider vinegar, some liquid smoke, some brown sugar, regular sugar, minced garlic, you know, so on and so forth. We'll get into that in just a second, how we can combine it. So, you know, as always, come on with me.
All right, now the first thing we'll do is cut up our peppers and our onions. Probably gonna utilize about, I'd say about a third of this jalapeno. We can get that boy, and we just go chop it up into some moderately small pieces. It doesn't have to be super small. We just go chop it up so we can get it into our reduction sauce. Yep, chop that up. There we go. Also got ourselves an Anaheim pepper. We gonna chop that up as well. And I ended up using about a fourth of the Anaheim pepper. And again, just trying to layer those flavors for the reduction sauce because we want it to be sweet and savory. A little bit of both. And we just gonna chop these up into small chunks as well. Nothing too crazy, just small enough to go into the sauce, and a few green onions. All right, about to wrench off these shrimp real quick. They were already deveined, peeled all of them, left the tail on a few for plating purposes for later on. And wrench them off real quick. All right, get those nice and clean, speed it up a bit. Let's get this done. All right, a little olive oil. Whisk that around in the pan right quick. Little garlic for your hair top. Hit that sizzle. Peppers and onions in the pan rather. I'm gonna work them around real quick. Alright, let those saute a bit before we add our shrimp into the mix. We'll move these to the side. And now we're ready for the shrimps. And this won't take too long. Shrimp take about 4 or 5 minutes to cook. We just go hook these up real quick. Now I know what y'all wonder. Why is he flipping these here shrimp over one at a time with a fork? I don't have a great answer for you, but to that I would say, hey man, worry about yourself. We got them flipped. You know what I mean? You go see. Almost done with these. Reintroduce all these here peppers and onions back into the shrimp. And then we pretty much good to go. Now it's time for the reduction. We'll rinse these berries off real quick. Get a little olive oil into our pot. Work that around a bit. Add a little minced garlic. Go add our peppers from earlier that we chopped up. Work that around. We'll work it around in the pan a bit. Let that saute. Now, during this, sauce, there's a few adjustments I make. Adjustment number one, that actual that's fresh ground red peppers, that's optional. You know what I mean? I just threw that in. I got it around the crib, went ahead and threw it in. But everything else before that point, I would have done exactly the same. But again, that fresh crunch fresh crushed red pepper, optional. Uh, we'll add about a fourth of a cup of water, just start to help loosen this up a bit. You want to mash as you stir, help reduce those juices. We got ourselves a little boil going. And this is adjustment number two. I would reduce that. That was a fourth of a cup of cider. I would reduce that down to about a tablespoon, maybe 2 tablespoons. That is a third of a cup of brown sugar. I will leave that exactly the same. That is a fourth of a cup of regular sugar. I will leave that exactly the same. And that is a tablespoon of mesquite liquid smoke. I will leave that exactly the same as well. Got about a teaspoon. I'm sorry, yeah, a teaspoon of salt added into the mix. And we just go strain this on out. A little patience. And we just go work this around through a fine strainer, making sure that we get all the seeds out, all those pepper chunks. And what we left with is this beautiful concoction right here. And now it's back onto the stove so we can reduce it. Now the third thing that I would adjust is how long that I reduce the sauce. I wanted a nice, syrupy, syrup adjacent kind of a texture. I reduced it down, and you'll see when I'm plating, it is a little bit too thick because I didn't account for the cool down. So if you like me and you just learning, exploring and whatnot, that's an old pro tip. You always got to account for the cool down with your sauce because as it cools down, it's gonna thicken even more, and that may make it not to your desired texture. I told y'all I had grits. Y'all thought I was lying. I season these with some salt, pepper, and some garlic powder, and I use Monterey Jack cheese. And here we go. It's time to plate. One time, two times, three times. Right, good old shrimp. Bloop, 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 bloop. Got a little bacon for your hair top. A little green onions. Get that thing nice. There you go. Bloop. And there go the drizzle. Look at that. Liquid gold. So get that on over there. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, yeah. Can't break the continuity. Don't break the concentration. Get that last little bit. Swirl it. Swirl it. Hit them with a few more. Just for good measure. A little drizzle for your hair top. And there we go, people. We in the game. Yeah. Get a little B-roll footage for you. Get all up close and personal. Look at that. Gotta hit him with the R&B. No. Yeah. Get on in there. It came out good. Coming together nicely. All right, all right, all right. It's time to go see what it do.
All right, good people. Moment of truth time. Let's put it to the test. Sorry for smacking. Fire. Literally. That's sausage. Got some heat to it.
As always, good people, a little slow motion footage for your hair top. I appreciate you joining me. Let me know if you happen to try it at the crib. I'll make sure I make note of the adjustments that I made. I hope y'all enjoyed it. As always, peace.